Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Youth Edition. It's Barmio Barros. It's Salford City FC on a quest for Champions League glory. Sit back, relax, get in your comfy chair, grab your favourite beverage, turn on that big screen TV, because here we go with the Youth Edition. Hello and welcome back to the Youth Edition FIFA 20 Salford City Champions League Final. It is Salford City and PSG. This will be the final episode of this career mode. This is what we strive to do. The Youth Edition is all about making that Champions League final. It doesn't matter if we win or we lose. This is it. And it just leaves that little bit of something there to grasp onto, because if we lose, well, we failed our challenge. 145 episodes to get to the Champions League final. We've seen highs, we've seen lows. We've very much struggled in the Premier League, although we got enough done last season to qualify here for the Champions League. We've had a pretty decent run. We struggled a little bit in the group stages, but we've absolutely just dug in and got the job done to make the final here against PSG. Now, I don't think this is going to be an easy game. It is going to be a tough battle here against PSG. We will go and have a look at their squad before we get into the game. But for anyone that's been here from the start, I want to thank you so much for still being here and supporting the channel, continuing on this run. The Youth Edition is probably, well, definitely my favourite series that I do bring to you guys. It did start a little bit later than normal with the change to PC, but I think this year's installment has definitely been one of my favourites. Just the ability to get in here and make those kit changes, make the badge change, develop the storyline. Although I would have liked to go a little bit more into storyline, it's just the fact that I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I just don't have the time to add all the other little bits and pieces that I would like to take this series to the next level. Maybe one day we will get there, and that's only through the continued support of you guys that have carried the channel past 30,000 subscribers now. So thank you very much. If you've been here from the start, if this is the first time we've watched an episode, welcome. We will have some more content on the channel leading up to FIFA 21. But without further ado, let's get into this massive game, the Champions League final against PSG. Right, so let's take a look at the PSG team, the squad. They've still got Mbappe, 28 years of age, 95 rated, so he's definitely going to cause us some issues. Neymar's still playing at 35. He's down to an 84. They've got Dembele on the right at an 89. Van der Beek is 30 years of age, so it's a mature side with a lot of experience. Arthur at an 89 in the midfield, partnered up with Neves at an 87. Van Dijk is the captain. He's dropped to an 82 at 35 years of age. Dagba, 28, is 83. And 85, 31. Firpo is 30 at an 85, and they've got Merritt between the sticks at 30 years of age. So a really mature and experienced side, and even their bench, they've got players that, reek of experience and knowledge, and they've probably got higher composure stats, and this should be a tough little fixture. They're set up to attack here by the looks of things. I think we'll try and do the same, and it'll be all gung-ho to see who can take the title today. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final episode of Salford City, the Champions League final, PSG, Salford City. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are at the Atatürk Olympiat Stadium. The sliders are in play. It's a Champions League final, and these boys are the lads that have got us here. So we will go with Davies on the left, Gunnarsson up top, Cesario on the right, Griffiths, Dion, Cassis, Caicedo, Lasasa, Pau, Neves, Trovoada, and Zanotti. This is probably one of the teams in any youth edition where we've only got one regen player in the starting lineup. Generally, we would have picked up a few more along the way. We've got Rodriguez on the bench, but I don't think he's earned that spot to be here in the starting lineup. Davies has definitely earned his spot there on the left-hand side, but Cassis Caicedo, our only regen player in this starting lineup. It looks a little underdone through the midfield, but we've done the hard work. We've got here, and now we take on PSG in the final. It'll be a full game. There will be no edits in the gameplay other than slipping through half-time, but sit back, relax, grab a drink, and let's get into this massive, massive game.
The wait is over. There are few bigger days on the football calendar than Champions League final day. Fans are beginning to pour into the stadium, and the tension is palpable. We have all the action for you live on EA TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Normally I skip through the intro because of, all the crap that you get on YouTube. They block you out, they demonetize you for the music, but we're going to have a red-hot crack. I don't care about this one. It's the final one of the series, and we are here in the Champions League final. So Salford City and PSG are going to go at it for the trophy. Who will come out on top is the big, big question. Quite interesting enough, we did PSG in our relegation region rebuild series, so quite fitting that we take them on here. They've got through, they've knocked off Man City, they've knocked off Chelsea, and then they've got another English team to take on here today. I don't think we've ever played at this stadium, but it's looking majestic. Thor Gunnarsson will need to get off the leash today. Hopefully he can get us started here nice and early. Some build-up play from De Jong and Griffiths is definitely going to help us out. Cassius Caicedo is going to have to be ready. Lasasa, well, he's going to have to deal with the likes of Neymar, Justice Pau-Pau, Trovoada, and Zanotti. Let's hope for a big clutch effort from him today. The captain, Diogo Neves, has carried us 7 odd seasons, and Salford City looking to put the icing on the cake here. I know we didn't win the Premier League, we didn't win the Carabao Cup. We've got an FA Cup trophy, but this would be the most important one that we have done. And hopefully these boys can carry us over the line. A nice early goal here just to settle things down. The Champions League final, PSG, Salford City, the Amis are looking to make a statement here. They've worked their way through Europe and looking to get a big, big scalp here in PSG. And that trophy, well, wouldn't we love to see that taken home to Salford? PSG getting ready for their team photo. I mean, there's names there for days. Neymar's still playing at 34, so he's still going to cause some issues. Salford City step up for their photo. Justice Pau-Pau in the front line. You probably need him at the back, mate. You can barely see Davies there. Zanotti looks determined. Can Salford City just break this game open early? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Champions League final is about to kick off, and it will be Mbappe, 95 rated. He's going to cause issues. Going to have to keep an eye on him and keep him at bay. The Champions League final, it's underway. Van der Beek finds Arthur, retreats to Van Dijk, Arthur to Van der Beek. Gunnarsson just patrolling around, trying to get into this game early. Junior, Van der Beek, looks like they're going to try a bit of a possession game. Arthur to Neves, slips it out wide. Here's Dembele. Davies will try and corral him. Played inside to Mbappe. Justice Pau-Pau does enough. Here is Neves. Plays it back inside. Mbappe. PSG just trying to break down our defence. Dagba finds Mbappe. Gets around De Jong, but then tries too much trickery. Neves slips it down the line. Dagba. Lasasa, that one's inside. Trovoada does well, and Cesario will get his first touch. Just have to slow things down here a little bit. Griffiths takes it out wide, cuts back inside. Neves provides him with a run, comes through, finds Cassius Caicedo. He's got a bit of an opening here. Cassius Caicedo slips it out wide, finds Davies. Davies will look. Can he get some purchase? Looks inside for Griffiths. That one's up in the air. Who's getting out here first? Griffiths gets the touch. Here's Davies. Slips inside, picked off by Virgil van Dijk and cleared away by Van der Beek. Here is Mbappe. Down the line comes Mbappe. Justice Pau-Pau will look to hold him up at the pass. He plays back to Dembele. PSG making a player debut apparently here. The goalkeeper in mirror. Mbappe plays inside. Neves with a good clearance. Cesario needs to get in here. Junior gets the touch. Arthur plays it inside. Van der Beek shoots and he's put it wide. And 11 minutes gone. We will get a goal kick. Van der Beek just tried to turn and burn. He's put that one well wide. Some good defensive pressure from Salford City. And Zanotti now with a kickoff. He's just going to bomb it down the ground and hope that Thor Gunnarsson can impose himself here against Van Dijk. Does well, Gunnarsson, but slips out the back to Arthur. Van der Beek finds Neves. Neves across here for Dembele and out wide. Dagba tries to come down the line. De Jong did well defensively, but now they come. Here is Dembele. Lasasa lets him straight through the gate. He's going to have to do some work here. It's another deep ball. Trovoada gets up and does well. Here is Cesario. Trovoada's been dropped on his ass, but here is Cesario. He'll scout down the line. Needed Griffiths to run with him. Doesn't really have much going for him. Waits for Trovoada and then can't get it through. Junior's picked him off. And now we're in a little bit of trouble. Trovoada out of position. Neymar plays it back. Cesario does well. Slips it through. And here is Ian Griffiths. Trovoada is away. Griffiths drives the line and out wide now. Trovoada needs to find it back inside. Has De Jong and Virgil. Big tackle. Big start here in this game. Mbappe to Arthur. Arthur finds Van der Beek. Van der Beek out wide to Neymar. Neymar finds Junior. Junior inside to Arthur. Arthur to Van der Beek again, trying to get some play going through the midfield. Trouble on a big challenge. Cassius Casado finds Griffiths. Griffiths will push forward now. Slips it off to Cesario. Cesario needs to get on his bike. He's slowed right down. Gets around his man though. Here is Cesario. Slips inside Griffiths. Let's fucking go, boys! Ian Griffiths with the opening goal in the Champions League final. Salford City won. PSG caught napping. And it's Ian Griffiths with his 11th goal of the season. Hasn't been prolific, but played a very good support role. And the fans absolutely happy with that finish. Cesario took his man on, looked inside. Griffiths found the space and just pops it in the top bins. 1-0 to the Ammies. The perfect start. Gunnarsson just ducks out of the way. Well, the goalkeeper on debut has been hung out to dry. Fabio Barros loves it. And it's 1-0 to Salford City here in the Champions League final. A good start. Well done, Ian Griffiths. 5 goals in the Champions League. I mean, what more can you ask for? These boys have really stood up in this competition. And we're back to the middle, 22 minutes gone. Virgil van Dijk. Down the line. Dembele. Davies, lovely, majestic tackle. Slips it inside. Here's De Jong. Can he set off something? Cassius Casado finds Ian Griffiths again. He's finding some space here. Arthur gets a tackle in, and it's cleared away. Neves. Davies will need to push. So will Lasasa. Dembele takes it out wide, but had nothing to go to. Plays back to Dagba. Davies here with him. Just tries to put enough pressure on. Inside they come. Dembele. Lasasa has to do some work here. Good corralling. Neves. Out wide, back inside, here's Van der Beek. De Jong does well, Lasasa flicks on, here's Davies, plays it through, Cassius Casado. Can Gunnarsson get moving? No, that one's picked off. Good defensive work, had nowhere to go. Neves, Dembele, good work from De Jong, but an interesting pass, and that's out for a throw-in. Half an hour gone here in the Champions League final. Play deep, Van der Beek, Cassius Casado gets turned. Justice Pau tries hard. They've come inside. Great save from Zanotti. That is fucking brilliant. And another huge save from Nicolas Zanotti. Oh, I think we picked him up in season 1. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know if he would turn into a solid goalkeeper, but he's made 2 huge saves there. And Nicolas Zanotti, well, can he keep a clean sheet? His defence is going to have to hold true. A corner here for PSG. Dembele walks to the spot. Now, where's he going to place this ball? Have they got a set piece set up? Defence required from Salford City. Played in deep. Zanotti with a huge punch. They'll come in again. Dembele, Junior, and there's a huge save! Let's fucking go! Nicolas Zanotti is coming up clutch. He's made some big saves in this competition. And there is another class effort from the San Marino keeper. Big work. Love your work. Another corner. This one is a lot deeper. Zanotti tries to punch away. Davies tries to get on top. And here is Thor Gunnarsson. Well, he's got pace. Will he be able to take the line on? Drives his way forward. No one's going to catch him. Let's go, Thor. Drives his way again. Thor Gunnarsson into the box. Oh, good tackle. Couldn't get the shot away. It was stuck to his boot. And a very good run. A sign of intent from Salford. Pau. Davies picked off by Neves. Comes through again. Gonna have to be careful here. Mbappe plays it through. Neves tries to get in the way. He's picked out. Does enough. Here is Neves versus Neves. Arthur inside. Van der Beek. 3 shots to fuck all. PSG have had the possession, but we've got the goal. Davies tries to hold up Dagba. Here comes Neves. They're trying to find some space. Arthur. Defensive prowess. Oh, Cassius Casado. That's a lovely challenge. Lays it out in front now. De Jong slips it out wide. Declan Davies, the Welsh wizard. He'll play it back inside. No, Neves has picked that off. De Jong got a touch. Lays it off. Gunnarsson tries. And a good save from Merritt. 42 minutes gone here in the first half. Salford City have the lead. Cassius Casado does well. De Jong flicks on. Here is Griffiths. Looks for Gunnarsson. He'll slip one through. Has De Jong on the break. Great save from Merritt. and cleared away again. Dembele to Dagba. Closing it on half-time. Griffiths misses the ball there. Neves gets in, makes a good tackle on Neymar, but they're out here wide. Junior down the line. Troublewada needs to do some work. He does well. Van der Beek tries to push past. Neymar Junior. Off to Junior. Here comes Cesario to help out the defensive line. That one is deep. And Zanotti just lets it go. That one should be a throw-in. It will be. On the cusp of half-time. No, there is half-time. It is 1-0 to Salford City. Griffiths breaks it open. And Zanotti has been in some exceptional form. Well, the half-time stats is 4 shots to 3. Both have 3 on target. The possession has definitely been held by PSG, but we've hit them where it hurts on the counter-attack. 4 tackles apiece and 2 corners for PSG. Our pass shot accuracy at 100%. And both teams having a crack, but Salford City look the better option at the moment. PSG are struggling to break through our defensive line, which means we are, honed in and ready to go. Big second half coming up here. Can we hold on for that Champions League victory? Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Second half kicking off is Salford City. And they'll be looking to try and capitalise on this good start. Dagba picks off Davies. Gunnarsson did well. Here's De Jong. Tries to lay it off, but Neves was there waiting for it. Van der Beek through to Neymar. Off to Mbappe. We'll have to be careful. Pau does well. Brilliant work from Justice Pau. Plays it forward. Here's Griffiths. Can he chip one over the top here? We'll look for Gunnarsson to run on. Thought Gunnarsson. No, Mancini gets the clearance. And a very good clearance indeed. He's found Dembele out wide. Davies. That is why he is in the team. Lasasa. Pau. Oh, geez, that's a very interesting pass from Justice. Van der Beek pushes forward now. Just need to be a little bit careful, Salford. Neves. Dembele down to Van der Beek. Here comes the cross inside. Troublewada gets up, does well. And then De Jong will feed this one off. Griffiths needs to get the touch out wide. Has Cesario, but doesn't really have anything to play to. Looks for Cassius Casado. Somehow survives. Here is Cesario out wide. Troublewada, who wants Cesario inside. No, Junior's done well there. And he's kept it in as well. Good work from Junior, but Troublewada comes flying through. Flies forward. Has Ian Griffiths again. He's in the box, Ian. He'll lay it off. He looks for Davies. Oh, yes, Declan! Oh, he's absolutely dollied the keeper. Salford City lining it up here in the Champions League final. And it's 2-0 to the Abbeys. PSG with no answer to the pressure and determination of Salford City. Who is this goalkeeper? How can you have a man making his debut in the Champions League final? I have no idea. But Declan Davies has just slipped one through like a hot knife in butter. The keeper had no idea. There was no power. He didn't know when to jump. He's just missed it completely. Poor form from the goalkeeper. But a wonderful, wonderful goal for Declan Davies. It's 2-0 to Salford City. And we just need to sit back, hold on now. And there's still enough time for PSG to get back into this game. But the way we are defending and playing, it's looking like Salford are in the prime seat. Neves finds Van der Beek, lays it off to Arthur. We're sitting back a little bit deeper now. Neymar aging. And this youthful side is coming up trumps. Arthur, Cassius Casado tried to flick it on. Here comes PSG again. Neves finds Mbappe, slips it off for Van der Beek. Troublewada's going to have to work here against Neymar. Neymar tries the trickery, and Troublewada had him covered. Cassius Casado flicks off, and here is Cesario. He'll just fire this one forward. Finds Thor Gunnarsson. Hasn't really had a lot to do in this game as yet, but obviously a man that will get marked closely and just hold that defence in position. Van der Beek through the middle. Mbappe trying to get involved and rally the troops. Neymar. Oh, Troublewada. It's fucking brilliant. And he'll just play it back here to Zanotti. Zanotti looks for Lasasa. Heads it forward. Here's Davies. And he'll go over the top this time. Can Gunnarsson get in? No, Mancini is marking him closely. Virgil controlling the back line. Neves. Lovely work from Ian Griffiths. That's fucking beautiful. Here is Cassius Casado. Gunnarsson fires off. Has Davies on his own. Declan Davies. Can he set something up? No, Virgil's got him. But we'll get a corner here. 66 minutes gone. And Salford City looking to really press here. Dembele is checked out for Gakpo. And Neymar checked out for Rashica. They need to do something here, PSG. 2 goals behind. Less than 30 minutes to go. Davies whips in. Lasasa trying to get in there. I think that's another corner. Salford City fans looking pretty happy with themselves. Davies sets up for the next corner. Where's he going to put this one? Can he find something to really put this game to bed? AdioszPL has put it wide. 67 minutes gone. It's still 2-0. PSG really had a few opportunities, but Zanotti was absolutely on point. And he's probably held out most of their really good shots, and they haven't really been able to break us down much here in the second half. Merritt sets up for the goal kick. And where's he going to go? Is he going to go short? Is he going to go long? He does go long down the middle. AdioszPL gets the header, and Lasasa will have this one covered. Mbappe looks like he's gone down with an injury. Here is Davies. Drives his way through the middle. Lays it off. Thor Gunnarsson lays it through, and it's Griffiths, but a good save this time from Merritt. 20 minutes to go here for Salford City. PSG have tried their little hearts out, but been a little bit underdone by the looks of things. Oh, that's a very good ball. Here is Arthur out wide. Rashica has brought a spring of life to the game, but he is offside. And they're going to have to try a little bit better. Just offside. Neves and Pau holding their runs. And we will get the free kick here. Neves to Trovoada. Doesn't have a lot to go to. Cassis Casado, quick touch on. Here's Griffiths. Gunnarsson. Fire one out wide. Davies. Lays it down the line. Lasasa now. Probably done a little bit too much. Gapco and Lasasa going at it. Greasy work there from Lasasa. Throw it in here quickly. Davies. Can he get a cross in? He can. He looks for Cesario! Oh, it's a finish! That's it! It's done and dusted! Cesario loves this Champions League competition. He's been prolific in it. That's his 6th goal for the season. Not sure how many he scored in the Champions League. We'll see when the statistics come up. But what a ball in from Declan Davies. The last second, Cesario just dives over his man. Merritt just watches it into the back of the net. Who is this goalkeeper? He does not deserve to be playing in this final. He's doing a fucking Allison. What a finish from Cesario, the Brazilian. Brilliance. That's 3-0 Salford City. PSG can just get back on the bus now. Well, Dennis Cesario gets his 4th goal in this campaign. And having these boys come up clutch. 3-0 to the Ammies. Let's fucking go. Arthur now. Can PSG find something? Can they rally the troops? I mean, it's been a while since we've had a clean sheet, but we might get one here. Arthur. Neves down the line. Van der Beek. And they've just sort of lost a little bit of heart here by the looks of things. Neves out wide. That'll be offside. PSG just aren't playing well now. They've lost all hope by the looks of things. And their fans will definitely be disappointed in the efforts that they've put on. And it probably just comes down to the big saves from Zanotti, just breaking the hearts of the PSG forward and strikers. Neves pushes forward now, lays it off for Griffiths, quick touch on. Gunnarsson, Cassis Casado. Here is De Jong, lays it off, but to no one really in particular. Arthur comes through the middle. Cassis Casado gets the touch, finds Griffiths, he tries to slide on. He's been taken out by Arthur. With 7 minutes to go, you can't be playing around the back, PSG. What the hell are you playing at, boys? Everyone should be pushing forward. It's a Champions League final. I mean, come on. What has Mbappe done? Nothing. Van der Beek plays this one in deep. And Trovoada there again. He has had a brilliant game as well. A corner here for PSG. It's probably all too late. Do we even bother making substitutions? Mbappe checked out of the game for Moussa Dembele. Well, PSG, you've offered little resistance here in the second half. Can they get a consolation goal? Neves gets up, tries to crush that one away. It's a long shot. Lasasa does enough to get the block. Virgil van Dijk plays back for Ruben Neves. Back to Van Dijk. Gapco. Oh, Chicky Nugs. Well, he was slow. As was Gunnarsson. They're sort of tired, but I mean, they've run out 90 minutes here. Arthur inside, Dembele, back to Arthur, deep, Trovoada again. Oh, what a game. Is he man of the match? Who knows? Here is Griffiths. Can he push forward? He'll need something. Lays it over the top. Wanted Thor Gunnarsson, who has not scored here in the Champions League final. The wingers have done everything. And we're into injury time now. 3 minutes to go. Junior. Oh, Cesario. Trovoada back to Cesario. The boys are tired. They've got nothing left. Plays it forward now. Griffiths will have another crack. Drives his way forward. Ian Griffiths. He'll look inside. Chips over. No, Merrick got the save. He was looking with Thor Gunnarsson to put the icing on the cake. But there it is. 3-0 Salford City. Champions League winners. Top dogs of Europe. And it came from Griffiths, Davies and Cesario. We thought it was going to be Thor Gunnarsson, but he just did his job controlling the back line. And well, from League 2 to Champions League champions. 7 seasons, Youth Academy has done it again. Fabio Barros has just taken this team and turned them into a real force to be reckoned with. I mean, we've struggled in the Premier League. A lot of that has been down to the reserves probably not being quite at this level yet, but it wouldn't have been too far away. And if this Spurs team rattled their way through the Premier League, you'd assume that they're about on point to really challenge for a title there as well. But this is the story of this career mode. We reached this Champions League final. Win or loss, it's over. Unfortunate for us, it's a good way to send it off. It's a Champions League victory for Salford City. And Diogo Neves will relish this opportunity. Will he be back next season? Will he be a manager for FIFA 21? Will Thor Gunnarsson be out there? Zanotti, there's so many names to think of already on who could come forward and help out the next rendition of the Youth Edition. But for today, it's Salford City, Champions League glory. We changed the colours back to the primitive tangerine and black. And it's falling from the sky. These fans have got themselves a very, very special team. Hopefully you've enjoyed this series from start to finish. Thank you for everyone that has been a part of it. And I hope you've enjoyed this year's instalment of the Youth Edition. It's been up and down, that's for sure. But just to top it off here with a Champions League victory, it's just on point. And, well, there we go. The trophy is ours. And what more can we say? A wonderful squad, a wonderful team, and we are the champions. Well done, Salford City. Right, so 7 shots to 6, a pretty, midfield-based game. We fought back possession there in the second half. I mean, their shot accuracy was down, even with the sliders in play. Player ratings-wise, well, Cesario, Davies both get 9.3s. We didn't make any substitutions. We just ran the game out. Trovoada with an 8.8 was outstanding. Zanotti made some clutch saves. I mean, to be fair, the player with the lowest ratings on the pitch is Gunnarsson. So that just shows that he was just chilling out up front and the boys did the job for him. Wonderful stuff here. Griffiths with an assist, Davies and Cesario with assists as well. Gunnarsson only had the one shot. Really, we controlled it, and Ian Griffiths really set up the play through that midfield. A couple of crosses there from Davies. Tackle-wise, missed a few, but Trovoada with 4 out of 4, and Zanotti there with 4 big saves. Well done to the Salford City lads. Oh, the final press conference, sure. Let's get one of these into the episode. Let's see what they have to say. PSG is a strong team, but winning the final, a 3-goal difference was out of this world. How did you pull it off? We're a great team. We are a great team. We've had our share of hard matches in the past, but it's well behind us now. Getting that trophy takes us stronger. Tomorrow, we will all wake up champions. Pau Pau's continuing his hot form. How satisfied are you with his performance today? I thought Pau Pau was decent. I thought he did a good job, doing the work at the back, and he deserves all the praise that he gets. He's a fantastic player, he deserves all the praise he gets. I hope he can continue to amaze us with the performances like these. Fabio Barros, a comfortable win after 3 goals scored by Salford City. Did you think the game could have gone another way today? Well, not really. We could have scored more. It's not time to focus on the next match because there's no more. The scoreline was unfair to them. Probably not. They didn't really show up. So let's say we we could have scored more. Both the result and the scoreline were all well deserved in my opinion. We gave PSG no chance and could have easily scored more. We gave him a few chances, but Zanotti was clutch. Right, time to start wrapping things up here. We don't know what's going to happen with this career mode save, but we've got a lot of players here in the youth academy, so I think it's best that we try and bring as many of them in that will fit in our current squad. Leo Charlery, 19 years of age, 69 overall, 82 to 94 potential. You'll get your promotion. Jordan Espino, 72 overall, 86 to 94 potential. You will get your promotion. Ryan Yellish, 78 to 94, 62 overall, will get his promotion, as will Josiah Awang from Malaysia. Welcome to the first team. Jewel Runners up to a 76, 87 to 94 potential. A few more seasons and this lad probably could have taken the first team role. We'll promote him, as well as Sharif Morningstar, 75 overall. Jonathan Trossel, 64 overall, 85 to 94 potential. Welcome to the first team. Brandon Allen, well, not even sure what's going on there. We'll release him. David Morgan, 65 overall, 82 to 94 potential. Welcome to the team. And Giannis, 78-94. The Greek winger can come to the first team. Right, it is time for the final squad report here with Salford City. Obviously, we've signed quite a few players here from the Youth Academy, but we can have a good look around. Now, Nicolas Zanotti, well, didn't he come up clutch there in that Champions League final? 45 appearances, 12 clean sheets, probably let down by his defence more than anything. Composure at 66, reactions at 78, jumping at 81, but his goalkeeping stats on point, only 81 positioning and 86 rated. What a star he has been for us through this career mode. Jewel Runner, of course, well, we've just signed him up from the academy. Has potential to be special from Bangladesh. And what's he got in his locker? 73 reactions. His positioning's average, but it wouldn't take long to turn him into a real powerhouse. Sharif Morningstar from the US Virgin Islands, an exciting prospect, 75 overall. 6'2", 75 reactions. And it just proves that these lads that we left in the Youth Academy actually probably grew a bit quicker, didn't affect their potential that much. And, you know, maybe it is a thing to do when you play a youth series. Just try and leave them in the academy as long as you can, provided that you don't need them. Callum Maguire, well, he turned out to be a fairly decent backup. 84 up for 19 appearances with 8 clean sheets. He's got 73 reactions, and his technical stats are fairly decent, except for his handling. But a solid number 2 option there for us. Michel Asasa, the chicken nugget, the grease ball himself, 86 up 3 this season, and 44 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. And, well, physical, he was a beast, and his technical attributes definitely coming along. Still only 24. It's still a very young team compared to that PSG side that we just played. Ryan Yellish showing great potential. We've just pulled up from the Youth Academy. Looks okay. Might need a little bit more time to develop. Victorian Steve, an exciting prospect. He's up 9 with a fair bit of training this season, 75 overall. The 9 appearances and 3 clean sheets for him. Just, you know, coming along quite nicely and a handy number 2, of course. And Chris Miller out on loan at Swansea's gone up 2. He is a 67 overall. Obviously some homegrown talent that we needed for our, you know, rules that we put in place. Diogo Neves, our scout, future star, 89 up 3. The captain, 47 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist, 6'5", of course. Physical attributes for days. Even 76 composure is very, very good for a youth academy player coming through. Some of his technicals a little bit low, but good ball control and good defensive work. And yeah, really led this team from the front. His partner in crime, Justice Pow, 86 up 3, 44 appearances, 2 goals, and just, you know, solid. That's all we needed. We didn't find many centre-backs in this series, so good to see a couple of strong options there. Juan Silva is definitely a regen. Uruguayan, 76 up 2, showing great potential. 16 appearances, sort of helped us out when we needed him. Some good strength and jumping, but, you know, not a really much a first-team player. Ragnar Stevenson still held his spot here at the club, 77 up 1, 19 appearances for him. Probably wanted a little bit more game time, but we just couldn't really offer it to him. But a handy little utility man. Graham Johnstone, 78 up 5, you know, looked very, very solid. Still only 20 years of age, played the 20 appearances. Only 20 years of age, so still a fair bit of growth in midfield, showing great potential. See how he turned out in the future. We move into the right backs. We've got Logan Snow from Canada, 79 overall, up 6, of course. 19 appearances, 7 clean sheets. Physical's not really moving in the right direction just yet, but still only 19. His technical defensive attributes, which we were training, definitely turned him into a solid option there in the reserves team. Daniel Trovawana, well, he was hot and cold for so many seasons, but I tell you what, he stepped up over the last few games, especially there in the Champions League. Only 81 overall, 45 appearances, 1 goal, and, well, he's got the physicals, but just did enough, and really, those tackles there in that Champions League final were absolutely outstanding. Bastian Brandstander currently on loan at Watford, 72 up 1, just played the 3 games for them. Good that we can see that though. Good technical ability, needed some more physicals. Well, yeah, before he got into the first team. Dak Shepherd just coming back from injury, 77 up 3. 26 appearances, did a good job there in the 2s. I had high hopes of this lad when we first signed him, but he's probably taken a little bit long to grow, but that's fine. Ryan Froome out on loan at West Ham, 76 up 1. Some more of that homegrown talent. Apparently didn't get any games and has only progressed 1, mainly in his technical attributes. Well, Declan Davies has definitely played better than an 81. A goal in the Champions League final. His defensive work has been outstanding this season. 40 appearances, 4 goals, 6 assists. And it's the pace. I mean, even though we've got the sliders in play, you needed the pacey players, and that's kind of why Declan sort of kept his role. We could have brought Rodriguez in, but the defensive work of Declan Davies has just made me keep his spot, and I think that was well worth it. Josiah Awang from Malaysia, an exciting prospect, 64 overall. 5-star weak foot, very, very nice. High work rates. A lot of work to do there, but some good traits by the looks of things. Yuduk Wang has submitted a transfer request. We signed him for his name pretty much. We thought he had some potential. He didn't really have too much. So he will be leaving once this season finishes. Gabriel Carlos, 78 up 5. Did some really good work there in the midfield. 3 goals for him. You know, I thought he was potential to be special at one stage. Hasn't quite got to that level, but definitely filled a role in this team. Johan Boonen on loan at Norwich, 71 up 2. You know, just another young lad that's coming through. The Belgian could be something special in the future. Kipling Vanawa, 62 up 3 already. An exciting prospect. Only got the 2 games as he was a little bit low, but from what we saw, he wasn't too shabby. So it'll be interesting to see how he would have turned out. And Leo Charlery, well, he just sat in the youth academy and grew and grew and grew from St. Lucia. 69 overall, an exciting prospect. 5-star skill moves. Low work rates, not too bad for if he was playing more of a cam role. 93 dribbling and 88 ball control. That is solid. So not a bad pickup there. Taka Hopawate in the team, out of the team. Quite a few loan spells. 73 up 2, the man from Tonga. And he just couldn't break into that team because we just had a lot of midfielders coming through, and well, the technicals are still on their way up. Ian Griffiths, what a story for this lad. I mean, I didn't really have much hope for him. I thought he would have been transferred out quite early. We needed him for the homegrown talent. 43 appearances, 13 goals and 11 assists. What a season for Ian Griffiths. 99 reactions, 99 sprint speed, 99 stamina, 94 acceleration, 90 dribbling, 99 finishing. I mean, it says that he is an 82 centre mid. If you change him to a cam, he's like an 87. So he played well and far beyond his natural positioning, and well, he got us the opening goal in the Champions League final. Cassius Casado up to an 88. I mean, we played him at CDM. How tall is he? He's 5'7". He's played that Kante role for us over the last couple of seasons, and just a real solid player, so you can't really deny bringing him in. We got him in bloody cheap. Mark Perry's on loan at Roma, 77 up 4, and well, he played a game in the Champions League, but he's all about the technicals, and I'd be interested to see how he would turn out in a few years' time. Jonathan Trossel is an exciting prospect, 64 overall, 5-star skill moves as well. Obviously needs work as a young lad, but only 19. Now, Joris de Jong, I mean, the lad didn't really grow that much, but that ability to find some of those passes and that wonderful goal that he got only a few episodes ago where he just sidestepped the defender to get the finish. 41 appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists. I thought he would have got a lot more assists, but we just really didn't play that much through that centre corridor. But technically, he really did fit in and do a job for us, and a star of this career mode. Alan Wynne-Williams has the potential to be special, only 17 here from Wales. Wants more game time, of course, you'd expect. 5-star, 5-star, high work rates. I mean, give this lad a few seasons to progress. We tried to get him a loan spell, couldn't get one, but he wouldn't be far off becoming a star in a few seasons' time. Fook NG, well, wasn't that a name that just popped up and you had to sign? On loan currently at Leicester. Hot and cold on his stats. Like, to have that many dark greens and that many reds is just really weird. But wasn't he like 42 rated or something? So he's definitely come a long way as Fook NG. David Morgan, we've just signed, an exciting prospect, 65 overall, 3-star, 4-star. Looks like he could be a hot little prospect. And Giannis as well, 16 years of age, 63 overall, an exciting prospect as well. 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. What else have we got here? Now, Xavier Zamora, or didn't this lad have a ride? He came in at like 14 years of age into the youth academy. We waited like 2 seasons thinking he was the next hot thing in world football. His potential went up and down like a bloody yo-yo. At the moment, he's still showing great potential, and he's still only 20. 7 seasons in, an 83 up 7 this season. 25 appearances, just the 1 assist. I mean, he just lacked probably that sprint speed. His technical attributes are outstanding, but he just couldn't cut it out on that wing compared to what we had going on. Jonathan Rodriguez has gone up 6 to an 85 now. Jesus. 46 appearances, 6 goals, 3 assists. Worked his butt off there in the 2s, but every now and then he would just have a lapse and probably needs another season under his belt to really find that form that we, obviously signed him. He is the Messi regen, of course. Dennis Cesario, 84 up 2. 44 appearances, 6 goals, 9 assists. I mean, the Champions League, he came up clutch and really propelled us into the next level. And it would have been nice to see this whole team just play a full season in the Premier League to see if we could, finish a bit higher up the table. A pretty disappointing season, to be fair. Jakey Allen, well, his potential went up and down as well. 82 up 3, 37 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists. Missed a few absolute sitters. Unfortunately, and that sort of way just sort of sat there as a bench role player. Jordan Espino has just come in from the academy from Cuba, 72 overall. He's got 5-star weak foot, which would be handy. Some good greens there already in his physicals. And 93 long shots straight out of the academy at 19. Ooh, he could be something in the future. Leroy Jenkins, well, the meme star himself, 79 up 2. Potential up and down as well. 41 appearances, 4 goals, 8 assists. Just really ran the lines there with the 99 pace, and that's what really got him firing and going, and some good clutch goals over this career mode. Federico Piscopo finally back from injury, 81 up 2. Held his own until that injury. 15 appearances and 8 goals, 1 assist. At 6'7", some good physicals, technicals as well. A couple more seasons, but he is 23, so he has progressed quite slowly. Angus Ainsley, 79 up 2. Well, didn't he miss some sitters? But 41 appearances for 3 goals, 3 assists. The 5-star weak foot, high work rates. He's got all those stats that you want in a striker. The 77 finishing, I mean, maybe the sliders came into play there, but he was probably more suited playing that cam role, using that pace and, dictating the play rather than actually being up front and trying to get the finish. And last but not least is Thor Gunnarsson, up to a 90 now. I think he's got a bit more growth in him, still only 24, but he has carried this club. And generally in the youth edition, we just find a striker, and if they get going, they really carry the team, and that's what Thor Gunnarsson's done for us in this career mode. It's been nice to, change his hair, add some tattoos, and give him a bit more personality as a character. 34 goals, 7 assists from 48 games this season. And give me a second, I'm just going to calculate this up. How many goals did he score for the entire career mode? Let's go. Let's get my bloody calculator out. Right, so in season number 1, he has picked up just the 8 goals to start things off because he came in fairly late. Season number 2, he scored 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 goals. I mean, that's outstanding. Season number 3, he's picked up 10, 20, 30, 40, a 47. Okay, so he's on 110 after 3 seasons. Season 4 was a little bit quieter. 10, 25. I mean, it's still a decent return. Up to 135 goals. Season 5, he's picked up another 24 goals. So he's up to 159. Season 6, what have we got there? Another 23 goals. So he's up to 182. And then season 7. We went 8 seasons. Season 7, 10, 20, 30. Another 32 there in season 7. 214 goals. And then 10, 20, 32, 32. 246 goals in 8 seasons for Thor Gunnarsson. He's carried this career mode. That is for sure. He will go down as one of the greats in the youth edition. But there we go. That is the full squad where we leave Salford City for now. Right, the other story, of course, is the Oldham Athletic rivalry. Perez Navarro, 84. Fenless, 83. Santosa, 80. Sarachat to an 87. Devere, 82. Perez Ruiz, 84. Wood, 79. And, I mean, they sold off so many good players. But they've got Tawanzabe, Pickford, Bailey and Laird. So they've picked up pretty much a Manchester United backline. DeClamba to an 80. Rubio got to an 85. Hughes to a 74. Jesus to an 80. Broberg, 81. Who else have we got in here? I mean, they've got some young players. Fleming, 73. Titpaul, 75. Compton, 72. King, 75. Perez, 71. Lopez, 75. Donny Whiteload, 74. Right, and of course, a lot of these lads went to the free agency list or Oldham sold them off. We'll just have a quick look through here and see if any of them ended up at big clubs or got to a decent rating. Most of the players on here would have seen their way through Salford City. Maybe a random 2 or 3 that we actually added to a short list. Richards at a 68 there. Who else have we got? There's a few floating around. But we will get into the bigger ratings very, very quickly. Kowalski is the Lewandowski regen. Only 69 overall at 18, so he probably needed some quicker growth. Zaman there, of course. Mitchell Redmayne, the Australian goalkeeper, at 71. Okie dokie. Compton still at Oldham. What else have we got here? Lars Lenz. Santos. Bernardo Santos, 72. Tristan Garcia at a 72. Harry Goodrum at Cardiff at a 73. Zacharias at Leeds, of course. Koskinen at Norwich, 74. David Mame at Blackburn at a 74. Colkett, still a 74 there. Keita Silva. I mean, some of these players played very early on for us. Tiago Faria still at Oldham. Callum Smith, 75. What else have we got in here? Dario Kramer's up to a 76. Bastardson at Nottingham Forest at a 76. Kimona Sierra still 77. Senawan, the Indonesian lad, at 77 at Derby County. Paddy O'Connor at a 77. Koke Economides at Lille still 77. Bouchalakis is a 78. I think that is the... he's a regen. De Kraft still at Melbourne at a 78. You'd think he'd move on pretty quickly. Timo DeVol, 78 at Colorado. Washington is at 78. Matty Lloyd at a 79 for Crystal Palace. Weaverson, 79. Jose Michaels at Fulham, still an 80. That is the Ibrahimovic regen at an 80. And Malale, 81. Buri, 82. Both at Besiktas. Abraham Lloris at Sunderland at an 82. Frick went to Newcastle United at an 82. Matos is at Bournemouth at an 82. Escalante at Aston Villa, 83. De Silva Souza was someone we're keeping an eye on. Tendulk's made his move to Brighton at an 83. Mickelson moved to Wolverhampton at an 83. The Modric regen. Canete, someone we kept an eye on. Barker still 84 there at Milan. Nash is at Watford at an 84. Kapil Sharma's made his move to Juventus at an 85. Acosta's now at Crystal Palace at an 85. That is the Ronaldo regen at an 86 at Brescia. And what else have we got in here? Sosa. Tai Dung at West Ham, 87 overall from Vietnam, of course. Saracha, 87. And that is it. So the pick of the crop is probably Sarachat, who got to an 87. I didn't think he would get that high. But there we go, reminiscing on the past. Right, so let's have a quick look at Fabio Barros' career here. And he started off the season with not too much going on. And we finished 8th with a 22-13-22 record. We move into the second season and we won League 2 there with a 34-14-15 record. We move into League 2 and we finish second with a 31-10-14 record, and which put us into the championship, where we signed Perez Ruiz for $2 million and sold Kimona Sierra for 4.3. We finished 13th with a 16-16-20 record, not the best, but then we move into the second season in the championship. We signed Huri for 5, sold Weaverson for 4.7, and we finished 5th with a 28-17-13 record. We got promotion from the playoff final, I believe, and we move into the Premier League, where we signed Casas Casado for 44.6 million, sold Huri for 29.8 and finished 10th with a 21-10-19 record. Our second season in the Premier League, we won the FA Cup and we sold Barker for 37.6 million, finished in third with a 27-10-13 record. Our final season, unfortunately, we won the Champions League, so I guess that is the bonus, but went out in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, 5th round of the FA Cup, and unfortunately, I think we finished like 8th in the league. We bought Rodriguez for 80 million, sold Mercado for 34, and a 31-13-20 record. So overall, 1 club, 1 league title, 1 domestic, 1 continental. Biggest win is 5-0 over Leyton Orient. Our biggest defeat was 5-1 in the same season against Stevenage. And our record transfer fee is 80 million. Total earnings for Fabio Barros over his career is just the 5.4 million. Nearly 450 games, 210 wins, 103 draws, 136 losses, 634 goals, and 502 against. Right, that is done. The youth edition is over for another year. We will be back on FIFA 21. No idea on what team we'll be playing with or anything like that at this stage. But yeah, thank you very much for joining in. Appreciate everyone's time. And the youth edition is done for another year. Look forward to seeing you in another installment of this series on FIFA 21. So make sure you are subscribed and all that kind of good stuff. Thank you to the Patreons that have supported the channel so far this year. Just dumbfounded, really. The guys that have chipped in to support a little bit of the movement on this channel. I mean, the Patreon money, I can tell you right now, pretty much goes to helping me out with providing new kits and that kind of stuff. I pay a couple of guys to help me really clean. I design them myself mostly, but I get some lads to just clean them up and, you know, really make them a little bit more authentic. So, yeah, thank you very much to the Patreons. Now, you're probably wondering what's going to happen on the channel up until FIFA 21. Well, I'm going to keep that to myself, and you will see what happens on Sunday. We'll see you then. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, you know, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel. Sign up today and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos. One here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the